If you're the type of person that finds it very hard to say no to people, you get very anxious when you need to set boundaries, or you constantly feel the need to seek validation, you just have this inkling where you just desire for people to like you, well, I chances you are a people pleaser. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Zainab and I'm back again with another YouTube video for you. As you can see, we're doing a sit down video today. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something very interesting that I feel like doesn't get talked about a lot, and that is people pleasing. How to identify and how to stop people pleasing. I feel like it gets thrown around a lot, how people just say, oh yeah, I'm a people pleaser, yeah, I'm a people pleaser, I'm just a nice person, but we don't really understand how deep it is and why it is such a big issue and a toxic trait that you need to acknowledge and actually stop. If this is your first time seeing my beautiful face, well, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zainab Gimsola and I do all things lifestyle, fashion, beauty, and I do a lot of sit down tips and tricks videos. So if that seemed like your cup of tea, well, join the family and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, well, hello, welcome back to the channel. Please make sure to like, comment, and share once again. And without further ado, let's just get right straight into the video. People pleasing at its core is literally you believing that the person that you are deep inside is not good enough, and that's the reason why you feel like you need to shrink yourself in order for you to feel accepted by people. And as a retired people pleaser, like that was me. I was a people pleaser to the core. Coming from a background where I literally had like my parents separated and I had to live with a lot of relatives growing up, I found out that unconsciously I was becoming a shadow of myself because I didn't even know who I was. I literally did not know my identity. All I knew was I constantly had to be, finding ways to please people in order for me to feel loved, in order for me to feel like, oh, I'm worthy of something. And that is not a way to live. Now, firstly, what exactly is people pleasing? Now, who is identified as a people pleaser? According to Google, a people pleaser is somebody who always prioritizes other people's needs and desires over their own, especially at the expense of their own like comfort and their own well-being. Now, does that sound like you? These are certain examples of things that you do as a people pleaser. People pleaser is not just about you saying yes or saying no. People pleaser is also like you staying silent when you know that something someone has done to you hurts you, or something somebody has done to you has made you uncomfortable. People pleasing is you just trying to be that reliable friend and that chilled friend even when no one is really checking to see if you're okay. People pleasing is you overextending and overstressing yourself just to please other people, just to make other people comfortable. People pleasing is making people feel good and like shrinking yourself just so that people can be comfortable and just so that people can accept you. That is not a way to live, because the more you try to be easy to love, the less of you they will to love. So you think that you're doing them a favor just so that they can love you, but in reality, the cost of keeping them in your life is costing you yourself, because the more you try to be everything for people, the less there is of you for you to be for yourself. One thing I learned when I was trying to get out of that habit was realizing that I cannot live authentically. More I try to make my identity depend solely on other people's comfort or other people's desire, because every single time one person will come into my life and then what they would need from me would be a different version of me that I don't even know exists, and I'm having to shift my identity just to meet up with that person's needs and desires. Anybody that needs you to shrink yourself for them to feel comfortable with you or for them to like you or accept you is not your friend. Anyone that has an issue with you putting yourself first is usually the one that benefits the most when you put yourself last. You're very easy to love when you say yes. That's the reality of it. If there was someone in your life currently that literally says yes to you when you ask them for favors, that literally would leave everything that they're doing just to, tend to your needs and all of that, you would like them. Matter of fact, it's not about you even liking them, but you would tolerate them even if you don't like them, because they're doing what they're meant to do in your life, and that's something that you don't come by. So if you're that person, so you think people will not be cool with you, they will be cool with you. Like the more you continue to do this, the less people would even rate you. People actually like people that have a backbone. Majority of my friends that literally set boundaries with me, I literally respect them. Look at it deeply. You might find it hard to accept it when people set boundaries with you, but you would respect the people that have backbone because they're able to stand their ground. And I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways in which you can stop people pleasing. It's a gradual process, but it is worth working on. And I promise you that this is something that you would thank your stars for when you eventually get out of it, because you don't want to graduate to understanding girlfriend in the future. The first ways in which you're going to stop people pleasing is actually acknowledging the problem. Acknowledge that people pleasing is a trait that you currently have, and it is something that is not okay. Some people are okay because their conscience is already used to it, that this is just how it is whatever. I'm just a nice person. Please, it's not about you being nice. And if you really sit down and you're being honest with yourself, you would realize that every single person that comes into your life is able to benefit something from you. Is able to wriggle their way into your life and even get above you on your list, above you on your priorities. And where has that really gotten you? Nowhere. So that's the reason why we need to let go of those people pleasing habits in order for you to actually live your life authentically. It is so important and vital that you heal that part of your life in order for you to really bloom. And the crazy part about it is that eventually you even start to feel invisible, because no one is going to love you more than you can love yourself. So the first thing is acknowledging that this is not a life to live, understanding that you have to fix that issue at all costs. Understand why you feel the need to say yes. Understand why you're saying the yes. Are you saying it out of fear? Are you doing it because you feel ashamed? Are you doing it because of you feel like you need to take this burden on yourself? Because the truth is, people pleasing can be so exhausting. Once you've acknowledged the issue and you've acknowledged your root as to where that stemmed from, then the next thing is for us to actually start implementing it. Start saying no. But I learned this from someone called Mabel something. I'm gonna leave the name of I think she's like a therapist or like a life coach, but she stated something. I started implementing it myself, and I kid you not, like, it makes life so much easier. It's called the switch. Let's say someone has told you, oh, I want you to come to my house to do something for me, and you know that this is not somebody that you benefited anything from in this life. All they do is use you. Now the switch is you're going to take a pause. So when they ask you the question, instead of you acting upon that pressure of saying yes like you always do, you're going to take a pause, and then the next thing that comes after it is, I'll think about it and I'll get back to you. One of those two things, oh, I'll think about it or I'll get back to you. And so that helps you really figure out what exactly it is that you want to say to this person, instead of you just immediately saying that yes. Going to help you properly process it and help see if you even want to give a response, because some people actually don't even need a response or deserve one. The reason why I stated in the first point for us to acknowledge the issue and to check the motive behind it is so that we know how to address it. So if the reason why you're quick to say yes is because you feel a certain pressure, to take that pressure out of yourself, that's why I'm saying you should actually take the pause and say I'll get back to you. But if you're saying yes because of you feel guilty or because of fear, can we just start by just saying no? Can we start small and just start by practicing no? It's easier said than done, but it's a journey. It will get easier as you go by. But start with no without any excuses, without any explanation. No, I can't do that. Because the truth is, without you realizing, you've started to build yourself around being useful to people only. You've now started to believe that saying no means you're selfish, or setting boundaries means you're rude, or you just choosing yourself means you're not a good person. But let me just tell you today, you choosing you does not make you a bad person. You setting boundaries does not mean you're rude. Matter of fact, it means you're powerful. It means that you just choose to be happy. And the reality of it is, people will figure this shit out themselves. If it is such a big desire and need of theirs, they're going to figure it out with or without you. So you need to be able to sit in that discomfort of you being able to make other people uncomfortable too. You're thinking that you saying no is going to make them uncomfortable. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with other people being uncomfortable. So let's embrace the fact that people are human beings just the same way you're a human being as well. So if you can be uncomfortable, they can be uncomfortable and they will be fine. The next thing I'm going to speak about is to set boundaries. Please, setting boundaries does not mean that, oh, you're just always going to say no to people every time and just be moving around with your head up high like you own the world. If you do want to do that, do it. It's your life. But setting boundaries simply means for you to let people know when things are not okay with you. Setting boundaries is very important. This goes for everything that you do, with work, with relationship, with friendship, with every single people you come across. You need to have set boundaries in regards to things that you can take and things that you cannot take, things that you would accept and things you wouldn't accept. I used to always do this thing where people would apologize to me when they do things to me, and I was just like, oh, it's fine. Oh, don't worry, it's fine. No, it's not fine. And even when people apologize to you, you don't always have to say it's fine, because then they're thinking, oh, this girl is soft. Oh, accept your apology. If you don't even accept the apology, just keep it silent. Let them know you're mad, and let them know you're not okay with it, so they know not to try it again. Stand your ground with things. Start small, but start practicing it. Start practicing being comfortable with confrontation. Confrontation builds character. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with you going at somebody to let them know not to mess with you again. Clock that. You don't need to feel validated by nobody. The only person you should want to feel validated by is you and God, because that's the only person you answer to when everything all goes. So all those people that you think, oh yes, I need them to like me. The reality of it is they don't like you. They're just tolerating you because they can walk all over you. If you were to see how they view you, even you would be ashamed and you would feel bad for yourself. I have to tell you the truth. It's not as it looks. It's not as easy as I make it sound, but please stand on it. Normalize setting boundaries even with tears in your eyes. You're not responsible for other people's emotions. The next thing I want you to start doing is start putting yourself on your own priority list. Your peace matter, your joy matter. Before you think of doing something for other people, think within yourself, do I have the desire to do it? Do I sincerely want to do it out of the willingness in my heart? Or am I just doing this for doing sake? Is this going to stop what I have for myself as well? Am I going to have to overextend myself again for somebody that clearly doesn't even care about me? Start looking at it like that, like I am my own priority first. Period. Because nobody's going to put you on their priority except from you. And start living for yourself more. Now, living for yourself doesn't mean that you automatically just stop caring for people. It just means that you stop betraying yourself to do that. Simply choosing rest without guilt. It's choosing honesty over keeping the peace. It's choosing to walk away from people who only love the version of you that serve them. Because the moment you start to live for yourself, everything changes. Your energy changes. You start to attract people who see the real you and actually respect your boundaries. Because your energy is not a charity. I need you to start seeing yourself like you're that thing, and people will be glad and happy to be in your presence. Everything literally changes. You feel freer, you feel more connected with people, you feel more authentic, because everything that you do is deeply rooted in your sincere desire and your happiness. And so for that, like, people are really able to connect with you and you're able to do the same. You're not alone. One honest no at a time, one boundary at a time, one deep breath at a time, and eventually you feel free. You don't have to earn love to sacrifice. You're already enough the way you are. And you should feel loved and accepted just the way you are. And that's the end of the video, guys. Let me know if this resonated with you. I'm right here with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of down videos like this. Let me know in the comment what you guys like to see me talk about. Again, I do have a lot of things I like to give my opinions on, because I'm also going through my own process of healing and just becoming the best version of myself, not just for me, but also for my future, for my kids, for my husband. I just want to be better all around, and this is a thing that I like to touch upon. Let me know what you guys would like to see, again, what you would like me to talk about, and I'll be sure to get that done. Thank you so much for watching my video, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe once again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you, and do have a great weekend. Bye, guys.